What is cracking YouTube? Is another video, another episode, and today this video is sponsored by Play It Again Sports. Again, shout out to Bob allowing me to do these type of things, give me the discs that I need to do certain reviews, and today is going to be a review on the Neptune disc, and I believe it's in Bedford, Virginia. So today we have a disc lineup. We got two putters. So they have this pearl plastic, kind of reminds me of Prodigy 400 or 500 plastic. It's their premium plastic that we have. So I have the Splash 3301. Feels pretty good. Honestly, to me, it feels like a mixture between a P1 and a P2. This is going to be the throwing putter. And then they have their Bass plastic, which is their base plastic. Same thing, same mold, Splash. It's their putter, which again feels really good, really grippy, tacky, pretty flat on the top. And we have a Nautilus, which again, this is in the pearl plastic. The only Bass plastic I have today is going to be in the Splash. And then the rest is going to be pearl plastic, which is their premium plastic. And again, feels really good. Pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say super gummy, but nice and firm, feels good in the hand. And I gotta say, the Nautilus feels like a buzz, to me personally. Until the next one, we have the Marlin, which again, in the pearl plastic, and this plastic feels so good. And I like the colors too. Colors are super clean stamp for their standard or stock stamp. And this is kind of like a Roadrunner, super flippy fairway driver. We're gonna go ahead and test them out, test the flights. This isn't gonna be like a straight up flight review. I'm just gonna play them in a round and then kind of give you my opinion on what I think of them, and we'll go from there. What's up, man? First hole. Dang, dude, it's surprisingly warm out here. In December, in the 60s, I got short sleeve and shorts on, bro. I think I'm gonna start with, since this is like a nice straight hole, OB is gonna be the parking lot. I think, what is this? The sign says 240. I'm gonna go with the premium, the Pearl Splash. I think I'm just gonna go dead straight. I'll probably put a little bit of Annie, so it'll kind of turn towards the basket a little bit. Sheesh, that was money. I definitely pushed the ceiling a little bit with this tree, but that gently turned out of the hand. God, that just glided so nicely. I'm gonna try the Bass plastic, see if this flies any differently. Wow. I mean, I kind of threw that straight, but those fly pretty nice. Got a little tap in 10-footer Pearl Splash. Doing really nice, man. I mean, literally, it's a point and shoot. Point and shoot. Held the line for most of it, and at the very end of the flight, just hyzered out a little bit. Almost gave a little run for an ace, baby. This hole is about 225. It's pretty straight. It's going to be under the trees here. It's pretty low ceiling. I think I'm going to throw it dead straight to the right side and have it fade with the Nautilus. I mean, I was going to throw the putter, but I would have to throw more hyzer. I think I'm just going to trust the stability on this thing, throw it flat, have it fade towards the basket. English, Levi, English. Jeez. Oh, Nautilus. Wow. These things glide, dude. Straight up glide. I threw that pretty straight. I probably should have put hyzer on it, because I don't think, I mean, it's stable, but it's pretty straight for the most part. Definitely overcooked this by like 70 feet. I don't know why I put that much power on it. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be more stable, so it was gonna fade quicker, go towards the ground. Dude, that Nautilus is pretty money though. Pretty money. This Bass plastic. Gonna putt with this, I mean, the whole round. Let's see if we can drain it. This feels so good, dude. The right line. Just didn't give it pop. We'll take the par. Says it's about, I think it's about 210 feet it says, but looks a little further from here.
This tree right here, it's a mando to the right, so you have to throw to the right side of the tree. A lot of the times I play the skip shot with something very overstable. I'm gonna throw the marlin. I know it's not overstable. I'm gonna try to put crazy hyzer, not throw it too hard so it won't flip up on me, but keep it on that hyzer so it'll skip towards the basket. And the reason why I choose a fairway driver is sharper, so it tends to catch skips way more than a mid-range or a putter. Putters are a lot more, I guess, putters and mid-range is a little bit more fat and blunt, where if you want those crazy skips, you want something sharp that's gonna catch the ground slightly and just go, flare skip. And it flipped up. Oh yeah, it flipped up. Flipped up. I mean, that was a pretty cool line, but not what I wanted at all. Really don't know what I expected with that. It's a 7.5 or 7.4 negative 4.1. It's gonna flip up unless I literally baby armed it, but then it's not getting to the basket. So probably should have went Nautilus there. Still pin high, which is not bad. Bass plastic, splash. I don't think I'm gonna do a step right here. See if I can trust my power. That's it. Ooh, ugly shot. Ugly shot. Imagine. God, this plastic feels good, man. Gotta say, man, I think I'm more falling in love with the bass plastic, with the putter specifically, because this feels pure out of the hand every time. Hole 4 at 1 under right now. This is about a 270-foot shot. I typically go down the middle. The percentage of me hitting a tree is very high, but going down the middle I think is the most efficient, just because it becomes a lot shorter than going through this tight gap with a forehand. I'm gonna go hyzer flip with the marlin, straight down the middle. I think I'm gonna try to mimic the same shot as last hole, just give it more height, because that went dead straight. Oh my God. Oh my God, that could have been aceable. That tree was, if that went through the V tree, I would have. Let's not finish that sentence. This is a little bit of a tricky lie. I could go here in the middle, or I could step. I don't really know which one I want. I think the cooler line obviously is in between the trees, so I think I'm gonna go for that. No, bro, I wanted that birdie so bad. These are feeling money. Hole 5 is about 240 feet. As you can see, tons of trees. There's little gaps. You can go forehand to the left. You can go straight down the middle, which is kind of a scary gap. And then the right side, there's really no safe gap here, or comfortable gap, I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Nautilus. I'm thinking I'm gonna go right, put some hyzer on it, and have it maybe fade and skip a little bit towards the basket. And I yanked it. Let's see what would happen if I use the marlin straight down the gut. That's in the street. Hit the tree, thank you God. Yeah. I'm gonna go a little Annie right over this tree. Have it come back. But just a little bit of Annie, because I think this is gonna hold that angle. Wow, spot out. Let's try the pearl plastic. What a line. I think B golfer is always better than A golfer. Thought I had a marker. Honestly, kind of baby armed that last one. Didn't trust the angle or the line that I was going for. Definitely should have just followed through with that Annie. I don't know why I hesitated. Right before I threw, I was like, oh, go flat. And then this one left on me. All right, hole 6. This says about a 260-foot hole. Again, you could go right side of this big tree right here. I usually like to do like a slight turnover with an Annie with a mid, usually my hex. We're gonna try to treat this as if it is a hex. I know it's a little more stable than a hex, but kind of throw it at that like little orange tree right there. Give it some Annie, hopefully it drifts. Nautilus pearl plastic. Don't hit that. Wow. These things fly, man. These things fly. I mean, I probably have like a 30, 40 footer. Marlin. Hit another tree. Definitely should have more birdies. My putts are just not consistent. Yeah, we can definitely drain this. I need this birdie. Come on. Yeah, that felt good, man. I mean, I'm telling you, the bass plastic's feeling pure. Hole 7. I'm pretty happy with how I'm performing with these right now. I mean, all of these have, from looking at the flight numbers, they're flying how I would assume the flight numbers would be, you know? So that feels really good. They feel clean out of the hand. I mean, I'm getting consistent flight out of them too. I haven't shot that many shots, but what I've got, information I've gathered now, these are feeling good. All right, so we're gonna go, this is about 270, and it's gonna be under that tree way down there. I say way down there, but it's gonna be under the tree that has like crazy branches going to the left. So I usually play a forehand here. I'm gonna go backhand hyzer flip turnover. I'm gonna aim to the left over there on the other big tree. Throw hyzer, flip it up, and turn it over. Hopefully it turns enough to go close enough to the basket. Slight headwind. I gotta tell you, man, I'm not like, I haven't really invested my time in super flippy stuff like the Marlin or like a Roadrunner type disc or roller disc. That was really money. I mean, yeah, did it like almost burn over completely? Sure. But you put enough hyzer, it's a lot of touch involved, but oh yeah, we're pin high, baby. Woo. That was sick. This hole, I'm definitely throwing all my discs, or all the discs, just because it's kind of an ace hole. Very low ceiling though, so it makes it a little tricky. I'm gonna start with the pearl plastic splash. I think I'm just gonna throw this slight Annie. Slight Annie so we can kind of fade away from that tree that's kind of blocking the basket. It's about 200 feet. Ace. Oh my God, no way. Oh my God, what is happening? I literally saw the water like shake off the basket. That was so sick. Attempt number 2. For some reason, this threw a little more stable than the pearl, even though the pearl is the premium. Again, that's because probably inconsistencies in my throw, but let's not blame the disc there. Let's blame myself. No, I'm just not committing. I'm just not committing. Gonna go Nautilus. This I'm gonna put way more anhyzer because it is gonna be more stable. Okay, why did I throw it? Okay. Let's go something now. I'm just gonna throw forehand with a flippy disc. I don't know. Let's get kind of funky here. I'm gonna completely shake this probably. Not a forehand guy. Just not a forehand guy. Oh baby. Last hole of the video. Planes, bro. Definitely gonna go Marlin. Where is the? Okay, there's no map for this hole. But I believe from the looks of it, it's like 280, roughly. And these two huge trees are in the way. Usually they're not that grown, on this left side because I would throw either a forehand or a backhand turnover and have it come over. But now you either have to throw it low, penetrate, or you have to go over. And I'm really thinking of going over. Just gonna hyzer flip it, hope for the best. And it is so far left, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Woo! You can tell I'm pin high. I mean, literally perfectly pin high, but I'm gonna go with a pearl splash here. I think it's a little too far for my pinch grip. I'm just gonna go power grip, try to give it some touch. Wow, slide over. Yikes. All right, boys, all right, girls. Let's see if I can stay far here. Sheesh, that's harsh bogeying. Very harsh bogeying the last hole.
All right, I think I ended the round with what, 3 under, something like that, 3 or 4 under, maybe even 2 under, but solid round. Again, all of these flew as the flight number suggests. I will say in between these two, maybe it's the inconsistencies in my throw, but I thought the base plastic was more stable. Again, I'm not a pro, so that's probably wrong. This felt really money. As far as their base plastic, felt really good. And it kind of feels like the P-line plastic from Discmania. Splash plastic, again, or not the splash plastic, but the pearl plastic feels like the Prodigy 400 or 500 plastic. Again, point and shoot, throw a little anio drift over for you, maybe get a little hyzer or a little bit of fade at the end. But to the Nautilus. Nautilus again, I thought it was a lot more straight than expected, to be honest with you. It kind of flew like a buzz. The flight numbers do kind of say it has more fade, but to be fair, it just goes dead straight and then a little bit of fade at the end, depending how hard you throw it. Felt money, clean out of the hand. Marlin flew exactly how I expected it to. Again, just hyzer flip it up to flat, and turn over. This is probably more used for like a roller disc, to be honest, or if you're a beginner, if you have lower arm speed, it is like a hyzer flip or even a dead straight disc. All these overall, I would say Neptune discs, pretty money. Consistent flight patterns with the numbers that they have. Consistent flights every time I throw it. I'm not second guessing that. Overall, if I had to give a rating for it, 7 or 8 out of 10. I would say 8 out of 10, but yeah, we have these in stock at Play It Again Sports, Chesapeake, and Newport News. Go check that out, and I appreciate it, Neptune Disc, for coming to our shop and showing us your product. And thank you, Bob, for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, as usual. Love always. Peace out. What's up, brother?